Hey there, this is Greg, the Masked Gamer, and I am here with something I'm excited about this year. This is Marvel Dice Throne X-Men. Woo, X-Men! Anything X-Men is cool. I hate that they always start with Avengers, but eventually they give me X-Men. Unfortunately, there is no Nightcrawler. There is no Nightcrawler. This is very upsetting. They could have very easily given me Nightcrawler somehow. But for those of you who are new to my channel, this is a place for COVID cautious folks to talk about board games. You don't need to be COVID cautious in order to be here, provided there is no minimization, denialism, or harassment of any kind. With that said, I am here by myself today, so I'm going to remove my mask, and we're going to get to unboxing this toy. So, Marvel X-Men. If you don't know who the X-Men are, you don't care about this, then you should just move on. If you do know who the X-Men are, I don't have to tell you who any of these people are. If I do have to tell you who Psylocke is, then you're not really an X-Men fan. You are just joking around and you watch some movies. All right, welcome to Dice Throne, a heart-pumping, fast-playing game of skillful card play, dice manipulation that will have your game nights cheering. Woo-woo! This is the Champion Edition, which comes with all these heroes, and you'll see their cute little boxes. If you've ever played any Dice Zone games before, you know how these are going to be packed and how they're going to look. So we're going to just take a quick look through these before we move on to some of the more interesting stuff that's coming in this cycle. Dice Zone is a game that I absolutely love. It is a great game to introduce people to gaming. It's got some easy characters, some complicated characters. It teaches quick. It plays quick. They previously had a co-op dungeon crawl version called Dice Throne Adventures, which I personally did not care for. I should add it to my call list, but I haven't yet. But I never get to play this because I don't get to play versus games very often. This season does come with a new. Ooh, look, it's got this insert. This season does come with a new solo and co-op version, which we'll be unboxing in a bit. But let's just go through these characters first so you can all see what we've got here. So we have the Marvel X-Men inserts in the middle. So we've got some specific token boards for each of them. We've got some standees for them, which we're not going to need at all, and I'll show you why in a minute. I just want to state, I do think that Gambit is very, very cute. I do think, oh gosh, Iceman is just the cutest twink in cartoon ever, and he can come be my houseboy. All right, we have our rule book. You should know how to play Dice Throne if you played another Dice Throne. I think it's very funny that they give you the Black Panther in this rule book instead of theming it. The front is X-Men themed. The rule book itself is still Black Panther themed. It's an interesting choice. They've made their choice. That's what they've done. And yeah, so everything in the rule book is Black Widow, Black Panther, Miles Morales. So it's the same basic rule book that they gave you with the Marvel version, but not the other stuff. I'm gonna actually move this in a little closer just because I'm tired and I can't reach that far, and we'll figure it out. Okay, so here are our heroes. We've got Wolverine. Wolverine is going to have these magical things, nothing special on his back. He's got Alpha and Rage special abilities. His combat point dial is very themed, and this is one of the great things. Like, they do such a fantastic job of making everything just feel character. Like, each character has their own dice that reflect their culture, their characters, and so everything that you need to play a specific character is in the one box. We're not going to go through all of the cards for all of these. That's just not something that we're going to do today because I'm more interested in stuff that's going to come in the expansion boxes. But because we call this an unboxing video, we're just going to quickly go through each thing. We've got Storm. Here is Storm's character tray. Storm. Storm has nothing special on her back. Storm's tokens are Lightning, Tornado, and Wind Shear. These are Storm's dice. Look, Storm has her own dials, and they look just like Storm because it's Dice Storm. We're getting through this. I'm just speeding through this so fast to get to this other stuff that I have. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Psylocke. Psylocke is pink. I would have gone with purple, but they went with pink. Here is Psylocke's board. Psylocke has nothing special on her backboard. Psylocke has Manifest, a special die called a Manifest die. So here she gets her own little die. 6 dice. She got Paralyze, Agility, and Infiltration. That should be interesting. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out later this week. Come on, Betsy. All right. We've got my little cutie pie. My little cutie pie Iceman. We like him. He's blue. If he was green, he would die. If he was green, he would die. That's like a lyric I made up to the I'm Blue song when I was a kid. He's got dice cubes, ice shards, something called a glide path. I'm not really sure what that means, but he's got this special. Oh, this is a lot of interesting stuff here. He's got this car. I can't open this. He's got this card that is a freezer and has its own rules on it, which I haven't read yet. And I now can't put back where it goes. It's like he wants me to call him. His dice are very icy. I think we all know who I'm going to be playing. But he has Dice Cube, Ice Shard, and Glide. Arrows are glide paths that can be used for... Oh, see how like there's like this little arrow pointing from Hoarfrost to Thoughtsome and pointing around these things so he can chain abilities, I guess? Definitely the one I'm most interested in this box so far. It's Iceman from a cursory lens. Here's our favorite asshole, Cyclops. Not as hot in this as he is sometimes, so he must be very sad, but he exists. Cyclops has battle plan, support, and focus fire. His dice are boring, just like he is. I'm making jokes about Cyclops, but I just want to point out in the card game Marvel Champions, I thought the way they built Cyclops was some freaking genius for multiplayer. I really liked it. All right, there goes Cyclops. Here we have Rogue. Rogue, a fan favorite who I've never been a fan of, but people love her. People love Rogue. They love her accent. They love her silver streak. She's got influence, ionic energy, and skyward. They of course made her green, which is my favorite color, which makes me want to play her because I like the color green. Just making my life difficult is what they're doing. Here comes my other cutie, Gambit, my other cutie. He's got some nice hair. Look at Gambit's hair. His abilities are ace cards, molecular acceleration, dissolution, disruption. He's got this extra set of cards here, which are 4 different suits of ace cards, which do different things. So that's going to be fun to fool around with. These are his dice. I don't know why he's white. I don't know why they made Betsy pink and him white and neither of them purple. It's very weird to me, but you know, the choices they made and it's their game. Jean Grey, we're calling her Jean Grey. We're not calling her Phoenix. Today she is Jean Grey. I'm expecting this one to be a double-sided one, but nope. But she does have, okay, so what she's got, she's Jean Grey, and then she becomes the Dark Phoenix, and they're doing it that way. That's interesting, okay? On the back of her, she's got Force Field, Acuity, Flame Blast, Phoenix Burn, and Dark Phoenix. Her dice are, of course, as they should be red. Nothing else special in there. So those are our core game characters. Now, if you didn't get the Kickstarter for this, you can still get all of these characters. They're just going to be in separate boxes of 2 each when they come to retail, which is how Dice Throne always does them. So there's our base box. We do also have, in addition to the base box, we have 1 super special character. You can probably guess who if you're a Marvel person. We have Deadpool. Deadpool wants to get out of this box. On the back, nothing worth talking about in terms of them being meta with the box there, other than the get me out of this box bit. Ooh! Can you still see me? Am I still here? I hit the window lock button on the laptop. That could have been. Deadpool wants out of this box. Deadpool's got his own insert sheet, his own little tableau, and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So he's got, this is a hint for what's coming a little bit later. Deadpool's got his own painted miniature. So now I have a miniature for Deadpool that I can use in Dice Throne Adventures, and I can use in Marvel United, and I can use in Marvel Champions, and I can use everywhere. Deadpool has, oh, this looks like a metal coin, which I'm assuming I'll have to flip, which is something I hate doing. Deadpool has, he has something that says now with more pew pew. These look like card sleeves specifically for Deadpool. I don't know why that's there, but okay, because I don't have card sleeves for everything else, but sure. Here's Deadpool's board. He loves the smell of 372,844 pancakes in the morning. It smells like victory. His ultimate says, you can mess with my dice to stop my ultimate, otherwise no, you may not. Insert your whiny complaint here, just shut up and lower your damn health tile. So they're doing all of our stuff on the inside. He's got donuts, onomatopoeias, and RPS. He's got a bunch of extra tokens here, including acrylic donut tokens. This says, hi, I'm paper, don't cut me, please. Okay, got some extra cards in here. I think these are the promo cards that come in the promo pack for everybody else. But he's got paper. Oh, it's a rock, scissor, paper game, it looks like. We got some dice for the Deadpool. And as usual, it's going to be more confusing playing Deadpool than anybody else, because we always have to be super special extra whenever we have Deadpool in a game. But that gives us 7 new playable characters that we have, including a very blinged out Deadpool. And these boxes, oh shoot, I left all this core stuff. I'll have to fix that. All right, now we've got a Dice Throne balance kit. These are new leaflets for Thor and Spider-Man Morales to replace things in the main game. I'm not going to take a look at what's different there. We have a promo card set for missions. This includes 6 different ally cards for the mission expansion that we have not yet opened. So when we figure out what allies do in there, you can also be Professor X, Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat, Captain America, who cares, Ant-Man, who cares, this is an Xmen box, Emma Frost. Well, there's my boy. Well, at least they somewhat included Nightcrawler, which is also kind of sad, because that makes me think, well, we're never going to get Nightcrawler as a main character, are we? If he's just an ally promo card. I'm going to also leave this out to the side to put into that box. We have a separate Iceman promo card set. This includes some extra phase cards, some randomizer cards, some mythic cards. Well, I'm scared to try to open this. This is very, very tightly air-packed. I'm very worried that my attempts to open this are going to result in either a bloody disaster or a ruined card disaster. But let's see if I can sort it out. Here we go. We're getting it. Almost got it. Okay, promo cards. These are cards that you can only get with the special thing. We have a mythic card for each character, which have instructions on them, which I'm not looking at right now, but they have them. We also have different promo main cards for each of the characters, and randomizer cards that I don't know what we're going to do with. Oh, randomizer. Can't decide which hero to choose. Just shuffle the randomizer. The promo cards can go into the deck for extra fun. The mythic cards give them more power, and you can put it in your play area with the active side up, and then at some point you can flip it and do a big one-time per game thing. All right, but here's the exciting part. Here we have Marvel, Dice Throne, Missions. This is going to be a co-op experience, or solo experience, supposedly. This camera. It's going to be either a co-op or solo. No, I won't edit that. I do what I do, and that's it. That's as close as we're going to get. A co-op or solo experience for Marvel. Oh my god, this box is heavy. This is where the 16 kg came from. So Dice Throne Missions is a cooperative expansion to the hit game Dice Throne. Grab a friend and any of your Dice Throne heroes, and jump into one of 20, 20, holy crap, uniquely crafted missions. Work together to complete the mission's objectives, battle henchmen, and ultimately face off against a villain from the Marvel Universe. After each game, earn level up perks that follow you specifically as a player to your next game, so there's no need to get the same group together just to play. So, so basically, I can bop around as Iceman, level up my own character, play this with other people when they come over, and each of them can have their own character that they will always play as when they're here, and each of my friends can have their own unique dice throw. That's pretty awesome. I love the idea. We'll see if the same thing works out for, well, actually we won't. Y'all might see if the same thing works out for Kingdoms Forlorn later this year. Hopefully I will sell it before it arrives and I subject myself to that terror. Ironically, this is, of course, a dice game that I love, and I'm talking about a dice publisher that I do not love. You cannot buy Marvel Dice Throne missions on its own. You must have some form of hero to play at. Now, I am not sure if this is at all compatible with the non-Marvel heroes in Dice Throne. I'm assuming it's only the Marvel ones, but we'll see as we go through this. I don't know what this insert or stand refers to, so we're going to set it off to the side. Here is our rule book. This is going to be my bath time fun time for tonight. It's going to take us bath time fun time. My bubble bath instruction reading, which is what I always tend to do. But we've got our rule book here. It's very large pages, so maybe I'll drop it in the bathtub and ruin it. We'll see. We've got a whole bunch of tokens to punch out for dice throw missions, and my assumption is, based on what I know about this franchise, is that they will actually give me very nice storage solutions for it as well as we get through here. Player perks. For each perk point you earn, you can fill in a circle below and get those perks. So we have a whole variety of perk sheets that we can use for perks, and then on the back we have complete and perfect tracker. The first time you play a mission, you fill something in. If you complete both sides of the missions, press complete. When you perfect it, fill in perfect, and you get perk points to use on this stuff when you fill on the stuff in the back. So I'm assuming there's going to be a way to print more than these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's enough for one for each hero, minus one, because we have 17 heroes total in 13 squares. There's also a new game plus mode. If you perfect side 1 of a mission and also complete side 2, fill in the circle of its matching difficulty below. After filling in all circles above, you may begin a new game plus by starting a new perk sheet. Add a plus next to your name, and for each time you've achieved new game plus. Any player who's completed step 1 above or has at least 1 plus at the end of their name may pick one of the 4 mythic cards included in this game or their hero's unique mythic when they play. So in order to use the mythics, we have to have all of that. As I said, here they're going to give us a very nice tray to put all of these tokens into, and I'm sure they'll have some kind of unboxing guide online or something like that for us to use. We have, they're like acrylic-y tiles. That's a word. We have here some acrylic-y tiles of various things. I'm going to say they feel nice, whether they feel nice or not. I'm going to just open one and be like, all of these feel so nice. Yes, they feel nice. So those we're going to get to sort out as well. We have extra sets of dice that I guess will be used for things in here. I don't know what this is, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know what these are, but they look pretty cool. And here we have, I think these are the actual missions. So we'll come back to that. We have a crisis clock. I don't know what that's going to do, but something. We have these momentum dials. We have a boss health tracker. Mythic cards go here. We have nothing hidden under the box. I opened that way too fast. We have a card deck that I'm not sure what the cards are because I haven't read the rules, but we're going to look at some art on this stuff because Dice Throne's art style is bomb. And we want to see what they've done with all of these characters that are not playable heroes in the game. So we are going to show all of these dice during this. So let's see, we've got Squirrel Girl, we've got Beast, we've got Blade, we've got Cable, we've got Domino, we've got Dagger, the cloak. Nope, we've got Havoc. Havoc is a hottie character who I wish we saw more of. We've got Wong, we've got Wasp, we've got War Machine, we've got Jubilee, we've got She-Hulk, we've got Hulk. We've got Cloak. There's Cloak. I knew Cloak would be in there because Dagger was. We've got Hawkeye, new school Hawkeye. Jeff the Shark! Colossus, another favorite X-Men of mine. Black Bolt. Archangel. Archangel, my absolute favorite X-World character. He should be playable. Magic, we love her. Iron Man can go to bed. Vision. Mantis, Guardians of the Galaxy can go away. Leech, Nick Fury, and then we have a bunch of these momentum cards at different momentum levels that we'll need to read the rules to figure out how that all works. So the tarot cards are going to go in here. And now let's take a look at who our mission villains are. So I honestly, like, I backed this. I was like, I'm going to get this no matter what. And I really, really expected there to be, like, I don't know, 6 maybe encounters, but they've given us 20. So I'm feeling really, really excited to break into this. Okay, so here are our villains and missions. All right. First, we have Evil Version Scarlet Witch. And here is, so she's got her own little map here with objectives and stuff. And then on the back, we have a whole different, I guess, scenario for her. So this is side 1 mission run, and then this is side 2 boss fight. So each one of them is going to have a separate boss fight versus mission run. Okay. Here is a villain I am not familiar with, which is Scar. I don't really know Scar. There's a Hulk thing here, so I guess it's Hulk related. There's some kind of funky old dial here. Here's the mission side. Like, they do such a great job with artwork. The one thing I am worried about is my house tends to do a lot of warping of cards and stuff like that, and these are already so folded up, I am a little concerned about how that's going to go. We've got Ultron. Ultron as a villain. Here is Ultron's boss board. Here's Ultron's mission board. And yeah, we're doing this pretty quick because I want to dig into this tonight. All right, next up. You can always see who's next up. You can get a little glimpse on the corner of my screen here, but that's okay. Next up, we have Kingpin. We don't have Daredevil, but we do have Kingpin as the boss, and here is Kingpin's mission counter thing. Okay. Next, we have MODOK. Here's MODOK. MODOK's one of the silliest villains in all of Marvel history, if you ask me. We have here's a favorite. We all know and love to hate, the Green Goblin. There's the Green Goblin boss fight board, and I'm noticing that like the boss fights have slightly different maps as well. So it seems like there's going to be a little bit of nice variety in here. You obviously you can't have a Marvel game without Thanos. So here he is, boys and ghouls. There's Thanos. Oh, look, the other side of it is Ebony Maw. That's clever. All right, we have Magneto. Because again, can't have villains without having Magneto, even though he's kind of more of an anti-hero because humans frickin' suck and the mutants should wipe them out because humans suck. Playing on that theme, we've got our friend Mystique, also an anti-hero. He's not all bad, if you ask me. There's her stuff. I like that they've included this one. I like that they've named him what they've named him. We have Sebastian Shaw from the Hellfire Club. And I think I'll have some fun with this one because I do enjoy that villain. Because we've got Xmen involved, we of course have to have the master mold of the world. And here's the other side of this. I think it's going to be really hard for me to film a playthrough of this based on how high my camera already is, because these maps are much bigger than you'd think. Here's Claw. That's a waste of a sheet, if you ask me. Nobody cares about Claw. Here is Onslaught, who some people care about, but more people will care about soon, because I hear he's going to be making his way into MCU at some point in the near future. Here is Sauron, who is, I mean, sure, you can give me a Sauron thing, that's okay. So the Sauron thing has a two-sided boss fight as well, instead of one. So that's interesting. Okay. Ooh, Mordo. That's oh, nice. So we have Mordo on the one side, and we have Dormammu on the other side. That's anybody who knows those characters, I'm excited for that one. I always hope Mysterio is very good, because Mysterio can either be a win or a loss. Here's the Mysterio boss fight and the Mysterio other side. Oh my gosh, there's so many. 20 is a lot, isn't it? Here is Dr. Octopus. Getting into our Spidey bosses here. So that's Octopus. I'm not wild about this one. All right, we've got Super Skrull. Nobody really cares about Super Skrull. In the movies, nobody cares about Super Skrull either. I think they've had one big miss here. We have Mr. Sinister here. Here is the other side of Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister has a weird mini fold on the bottom of his board, and I'm not sure if that's going to do something or have an effect, or if it's just a printing whoopsie. And then we have Mistress Hela. I believe we've got some big misses here. Big misses. We have no Apocalypse. Big miss. We have no Doctor Doom. Big miss. Big misses on those two, in my opinion. But that's everything that's in that box. I'm really excited to figure that out. I'm going to do my little bubble bath reading thing. I'm going to organize. I'm going to see if I can find some way to get it on camera to do one of these bosses tonight. It's probably going to be, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours from now. Nobody's going to watch this between now and then. But if you do, and you have a call out for who you want me to fight as my first boss, with Iceman, of course, just leave it in the comments, and I'll try to oblige. If nobody has any opinions, I'll make my own choices. It'll probably be Magneto, because we're using Iceman. All right. Thank you so much. Have a don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Do not forget, keep those health bars full. Thank you, and have a great day.